Hello, amazing ones. It is Laura Wick here. And today I want to talk about the role of safety and security within your business and really look at the difference between the two and how this is actually going to impact you when you start thinking about strategy and marketing and clients and programs and all this stuff. I want to talk about those too. So, this all kind of kicked off yesterday. I had an amazing call with my Fiercely Aligned Mastermind group, and we were talking about marketing your business. And even just me saying that, I'm curious what you notice, what you feel, what thoughts come up, what emotions come up. Because oftentimes, what I see in the holistic entrepreneur, healing, feeling, caregiving community is you came into the services and the work that you do because something bigger than you led you here, right? Typically, the work that we offer, this is so much of a calling. There's purpose behind what you do. A lot of times, it is intuitively led by something bigger. And then when we start talking about business and marketing and all the things, it's like poof, right? That intuition goes out the window and we kind of default to like somebody needs to show me how, right? We're looking for something outside of ourselves to give us a sense of certainty in how we share and put our stuff out there. And I know that if your newsfeed is anything like mine, it is probably flooded with all these strategies and processes and 5 steps, all the things, right? Which those aren't necessarily bad or wrong. Yet what happens is, I don't know about you, but do you ever feel like you're constantly chasing the next strategy? Or do you ever feel like you're looking for a magic bullet that's going to make it all come together? And for us to understand what's going on, we have to start talking about the difference between safety and security and what that looks like. Okay, so that's how it's all going to weave together. So yesterday on our call, I brought up marketing and everybody had their initial reaction. And what we looked at was, and what showed up often, what for almost everybody on the call was all the things that they should be doing. And a lot of output of energy. And with that, a fear of rejection, a fear of failure, a fear of, right, there's a lot of risk in that, a fear of being vulnerable. Because truly, I mean, if you have a business nowadays, it's about sharing yourself and opening up. Okay. So this is where safety and security comes in. So I want to define safety and security for you how I see them and invite you to see maybe how you might define the two. So I believe that safety is faith in what you can see. Right? You put your seatbelt on in your car and there's a sense of safety. You can see the thing that's keeping you safe. Security, on the other hand, is faith in what you can't see. So a lot of times when we talk about safety versus security, to me, safety is what the mind can latch onto and see and can see the certainty. I remember years ago when I was that book solid massage therapist, I had a sense of safety that I could look at my schedule and I could see appointments booked out months in advance, right? It gave me a sense of safety. Now, it also burned me out and exhausted me in a lot of ways, but it did give me a sense of safety. What I see happening a lot of times is I think that a lot of people default to looking for something outside of themselves, especially in business, where, being an entrepreneur means that you are going to risk. You're going to risk putting yourself out there. You are going to risk failure. You are going to risk your time, your energy, your money, right? That's part of being an entrepreneur. And when you default to looking for safety, what often happens is we look at something outside of ourselves to validate and make us feel like everything's going to be okay. And in the online world nowadays, that typically means that the loudest marketer wins. Whether or not their process actually works or any of that, that's typically the person who wins, right? It's why those, if somebody, that we get a sense of safety when somebody says, if you just follow my 5-step email marketing thing, you'll have 1 million followers and be able to make $1 million. It gives us, it gives us a sense of safety. Now, whether or not that works for you is a different story. This is where I want to encourage all of you. And actually, before I go on to that thought, let me say this. I think when we're constantly looking for that external thing to give us safety, it tends to perpetuate a feeling of disconnection and a feeling of chasing, where if the algorithm changes, all of a sudden you need something else outside of you. If like the way people do business shifts, then somehow you need somebody else to tell you the thing. And fun fact, all those people who are marketing you, all those 5-step thingies, they're always just figuring it out as they go, right? I'm still figuring this out as I go. This is part of the fun part of it. What I really want to help people see and empower y'all to see is that I think what most people actually want is more of a sense of security. A security in that no matter where you are in your business, you know how to take your best next step. That no matter what is happening externally, you're able to trust and feel your intuition and take the best next step, right? And to like we talk about in Body Mind, feel your way forward. Security comes when you can trust yourself in your business. And yes, those strategies, those, things, like they have their place. They can absolutely be helpful. But I think a lot of people are looking for that external thing when what you really need to know and trust in your business is your own internal compass. And really, this is what we talk about in Fiercely Aligned, is how it's actually the opposite of what you think, right? Your head says, if you understand this thing out here, then you're going to be safe and everything's going to be fine, right? The truth is, it's when you actually drop down and trust and know that you are held by something bigger than yourself, that you have faith in your ability to figure it out and navigate whatever that next step is. That's actually the skill that is going to serve you, not just today, not just tomorrow, but the next year, 5 years, 10 years, your entire career, and honestly, your life. And to me, I think a lot of times what happens, and this is a place where a lot of folks are putting unnecessary steps between where they are and where they want to be, is they think they need to put all of these pieces in place in order to get to the place where they finally have the life and the stuff that they want. But it's actually in, right, the lifestyle that you want determines your offers. It's actually your values, right? Your marketing is actually an expression of your values, and living those out loud. It's understanding that the strategy actually comes from you first, right? I like to say, right, there is no perfect path in business. There's only your path. And it's really knowing what is aligned for you, right? Combined with simple strategy. That is actually how you navigate your business. And I think most people forget that alignment piece. And this is something that obviously I love to teach. I have a whole, body mind approach to this. And just what we see and what I hear all the time from our graduates is when they understand that body mind approach, they're able to discern because they have that deeper security, and that's actually how they navigate their path. So this is something that I can sit here and talk about, but it's hard for me to describe it. What I know to be true is that when you experience what this is like, that's when things start to click. And so I'm hosting a live event at the end of the month, and it's an interactive with me. We're going to talk about really understanding what alignment is, because it's not woo-woo fairy dust. It is actually your physiology. So we're going to talk about how that plays a role in your business strategy. We're going to look at what is the big dream, the goal that you have. And I say big, but really whatever your dream desire is, if it is in your heart, it is there because you are here to make that real. And inside of that dream desire, that goal, is actually the steps in the path to make it real. And so this is part of, we want to use this process to activate that vision, whether it's travel, retreats, or maybe it's just more time with family. Maybe you don't even know what the big vision is, but you just know deep down that there's something else out there for you. We want to give space to that instead of kicking it down the road, right? How many of you are so busy in your day-to-day that you keep pushing what you really want down the road? We're actually going to take that front and center and combine that with these body-mind approaches, and we're going to outline your strategy to make that real. So this is going to be super fun, and you're going to see how all of this gets to come together. And the other part of this is you're also going to get access to one of my most popular courses. It's called Package Your Brilliance, and it's all about getting paid for all of your expertise. And in that course, you learn how to put together what we call a signature program. And so this is, again, body-mind practices about really sourcing from your alignment to put it into play into your business. So it's modeling that same process. So you'll walk away with a signature program. You're going to walk away with really fiercely knowing what your alignment looks like and feels like, and then how to create strategy from that. So this is a skill that is going to serve you for years to come. Now, there is a little bit of a kicker because I know, having been around the block for a while and being online for a while, that one thing that happens is it's easy to push what you want until the time is there, the money is there, the space is there, the support is there, blah, 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 right? And what happens is you keep delaying what is literally sitting right in front of you. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I think, for years I was like, I knew I wanted more, but I was book solid for months and I couldn't find the time and the space to do that. Right. And, it's one of those things that you're either going to choose to make the space to make it real, or the universe is going to give you the space and it's not going to be as pleasant. So to activate folks who are ready to just feel a different way to work, right? To embody a different way to show up to your business, to not feel like it's this big, heavy ass thing that you have to carry, that it actually gets to be an expression of you. I want you to experience the power of this, and making this space and time. Oh, my Instagram froze there. Making this space and time to make this real, that's the hardest part. So here's the kicker. You ready for this? That bonus course, you get immediate access to it as soon as you register for the event. And as soon as we start the event, it disappears. So that means the sooner that you register, the more time that you have to go through that course. I have sold this course for $9.97. This is part of your ticket, right? The ticket is only $67. So you get that course, the $9.97 course, you get it for $67. But the kicker is, the sooner you register, the more time you have with it. because it does disappear as soon as we go live for the event. So you can register at laurawick.com/virtual retreat is the link for that. It's in my bio. I'm sure it's all over my page, so you can find it there. So you're going to walk away with a signature program that is really about embodying and sharing the gifts that you have to give. We're going to get together and talk about your strategy and talk about what it means to honor your alignment and then bringing the strategy into that. We have a lot of other fun things in store. I'm going to be talking about really the deeper block that stops most people, and actually I believe is the cause of burnout, and it has nothing to do with how many clients that you're seeing. It's just going to be amazing. It's going to be a day with me. And the nice thing is space is limited. So it's going to be just really fun where we get to have an amazing time together. So laurawick.com/virtual retreat is where you can register. You get immediate access to that course. You are not going to want to miss it. And then we're going to have a full day, a full deep dive workshop together to help you create that strategy. Yes, a replay is available for the event as well. So lots of fun. I hope you all can join me. And again, the intention idea behind this, right, is, oh, darn you, my internet is not super strong out here today. I think I see this desire for safety and knowing and seeing how it's all going to come together. But the real skill that's going to serve you is being able to find that deeper security in yourself, so that not just today, not just tomorrow, not just 1 year, 5 years from now, you know how to navigate your business from a way that fiercely aligns with what you want. That's going to change how you show up. It's going to change, right, how you move forward. And I personally believe that I think we're all ready for a better way to work. And so we're bringing that body mind approach into your business, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope to see you there. And actually, I will see you there, and have a wonderful, beautiful day. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Bye.